If you've never made a zipper fly before, then this tutorial is for you. You're going to be learning the simplest method to achieving a finished and clean professional zipper fly. So if this sounds like what you want, let us get started. So we are going to be learning how to fix our zipper fly. For that, and I'm working on a jeans. For that, I'm going to be using a jeans zipper. So you can just go to where you're selling, you just tell them that you want a jeans zipper. But if for normal one, for normal trouser or pants, you can just get your normal zipper. So now for your zipper fly and your zipper shield, these are the dimensions that we're going to be using. So if you want to cut this, make sure you're cutting it on fold. But because I'm trying to minimize the fabric, I have just very limited fabric, so that's why I do not have enough to go around. So just look at the measurements that I am using: 2.5 by 7 inches. Then if you want to do the other one on fold, you can just use 2 inches by maybe like 9 inches. Then you go ahead and you serge the rough edges. Remember that for yours is going to be on fold, not single like mine for the other zipper shield. Just watch what I'm doing, and I hope you're not confused. I'm going to be putting everything on the screen so that you can understand what I'm talking about, and also if you want to use the same measurements. So now by now you should have your front panel of your trouser. So what's the part that I'm placing this? So for your zipper fly, this J part, remember I told you that I don't have enough fabric here, so I'm just using fabric scrap. So if you want to do yours, where the J part is for mine, make sure it is on the other side for you, so that once you want to sew, it's going to be right side facing right side. Okay, you can see that for mine, I'm placing the wrong side of my zipper fly on my trouser panel, because that is like the only scrap piece I have left. Okay, so if you've been following from the beginning of how we made this trouser, you're going to understand. So you go ahead and then you place it. See how I am placing. Just watch everything that I'm doing. So in case you do not understand what I'm saying, just watch what I am doing on the machine. So you go ahead and then you stitch down. You can use like half inch or like 0.25 or 0.75 inch for this. So you take your time to sew this, and when you get to the end, just double stitch. You just back stitch in order for you to secure the end. So I'm going to be showing you every single detail on how I made this zipper fly, so that you are not confused again on how to make a zipper fly. So this is very beginner friendly, and the result is professional. So now this is what I'm saying. You can see when we open it up, you can see that is the wrong side that is facing us. But if you made yours the way I said you should make it, it's going to be the right side that is facing us. I really hope you understand. So after that, you're going to go ahead and then you take your time to just stop stitch. Make sure you're stitching close to where we attach the zipper fly to the front panel, and watch the part of the front panel that I'm placing this. That also matters. So I'm placing it on the left. Okay, the left panel here. This is the left panel of my trouser. So just watch what I am doing now. I'm just trying to take the measurement again to be sure that I am satisfied with what I have here. So now the next thing is for us to place our zipper. Now you can see that the zipper is facing me. That's the right side. Okay, so now for you to stitch, what are you going to do? You're going to face it down. Okay, so you put it face down. Watch what I'm doing. So it's face down, so the zipper is not facing you, the right side is not facing you, it is facing the zipper fly. So I think so your right side, so you're supposed to be right side to right side if you're doing yours that way. Now watch the way I'm positioning the zipper. Make sure that you are going to stop your zipper exactly where your zipper ends. Okay, so we need the remaining parts, the bottom part of the zipper, to be on that zipper fly. You're going to see the reason why we need that. So see the way I positioned it, the down part especially. So now you go ahead, after positioning it, you go ahead and then you stitch that other part. So see where I am stitching. That's why I say just watch what I'm doing closely. And when you're going to position your zipper, make sure it is like almost directly on the line that you stitched where you joined the zipper fly to the panel. Do not allow for space to be in between, like the way it is on mine, because if the is once you fold your zipper fly, it's going to have too much space. So I really do not like that. So make sure that your zipper is exactly like on that line where you stitch the zipper fly to your front panel. So if you're confused about any parts, just let me know in the comment section. But if you don't understand, like really understand, just watch what I am doing, then you'll have a better understanding. This is going to be the most simplest. Okay, so you can see what I'm saying, like there is a bit of gap there, so you just make sure that nothing like that is on yours. Make sure that your zipper is on the line that you joined your zipper fly to your front panel. So now we need to attach our zipper shield. Remember that yours is going to be on fold. Okay, make sure yours is going to be on fold. So then you position it like that, and you should have, if you have an overlocker, you should have overlocked your pieces. Then you go ahead and you stitch. So I usually make the zipper sheet a bit longer so that it can cover up the zipper fly underneath. Okay, so none of the rough edges is going to be showing underneath. Okay, so just watch the way I'm positioning this, then you go ahead and you stitch. Make sure that your stitches is not close to the zipper teeth, okay, so that it's going to be easy for you to zip down and zip up. Okay, especially for jeans, you know, jean zipper can be a bit hard, so you don't want any obstruction, anything close to the zipper teeth. So make sure that it is on the opposite side, far on the opposite side. Okay, so everything is going to be good and neat and easy once you're done stitching. So watch, just see, you can see that we are almost done. Okay, this is looking beautiful already. So now we need to put that J effect. If you check your jean trouser, we usually have the J effect. So you can do this on your normal shorts or your normal trouser, even if it's not a zipper, even if it's not a jean trouser. So watch what I'm doing. I used 1.25. So now our J is going to be underneath. Where you're going to be stopping is going to be underneath where the zipper ends. That was why I said when you're positioning your zipper, make sure that the remaining parts underneath is also under your zipper fly, because that is where our J is going to pass through. Why? Because this is a jean zip, so it is not advisable for you to allow your zipper teeth to eat your needle, because it is a very thick zipper teeth. So if you pass your needle through your zipper teeth, is going to spoil your needle and might even affect your machine. So that is why we need to do this. I hope you understand. So make sure that your J is underneath where your zipper teeth ends. Okay, so you take your time. If your hand is not really straight, just make sure you mark everything. So just mark it, then you go ahead and follow the line just as I am doing. I remember that this is a jean trouser, so I'm going to be doing double stitch. Now watch how I am going to be doing it. So you can see that my zipper shield is not underneath where I'm sewing. You can see that everything on the left side is away. Okay, is a way. Once you're sewing that J part, make sure there is nothing else underneath your there is nothing else underneath. Okay, so make sure that other part is away, just like I flipped it away, as you're seeing. So it is only that right side that you're sewing. So make sure there is nothing. You can see that you can see the way I'm pulling that other leg of the zipper. Okay, I'm pulling it away because we do not need anything to be attached to that opposite side. Everything, right side should be stitched to right side, left side should be stitched to left side. No part should be conjoined together, else once you want to open your zipper, you see that you are not able to. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the double stitches, okay, for the other parts. Remember that jeans will usually have double stitches. Okay, so just determine how wide you want the difference to be. Okay, so I've gone ahead to do that, and then we've come to the end of that part, and this is looking good already. Okay, so we are almost done. Like I told you, this is going to be like the simplest tutorial on how to attach a zipper fly. Look at how neat this is. Look at how beautiful this is. So now we are almost done. The next part is to join the other panel of our trouser to the zipper. So watch what I'm going. You can see the way I folded the other part. So now you need to get that exact same point where the left side is at, so that once you put the right side of the panel on it, everything matches up. It's very important, so that the right side is not higher than the left side. So you have to make sure that everything aligns, everything is in alignment. So you fold your right side and then you place it on the zipper like so. Okay, see what I'm doing? So you place it on the zipper and then you stitch. Okay, so I'm just making sure that everything is aligned, the other part is aligned. So make sure you do that, double check over time. Even on your sewing machine, make sure you double check, and then you are practically done. Okay, so once you are almost getting to the end of this, you need to open up. Remember that we folded from the beginning, so you need to open up. Like so. See the way I opened it up as we're about to get to the end. So if you're finding it difficult to open it up, you can just notch that part. You remember we folded, maybe you're folding like half inch, so make sure you notch so that you're able to open up the remaining parts. But I don't want to notch mine, so that is why I just I open it up. I was able to open it up just like you see me do. You're going to see why we had to open up before and getting to the end. So you just take your time and then you stitch to the end and then you double stitch and you are done. Look at how easy this is. This is very easy. So we are almost done with this. If you followed this step by step, this is going to be very easy for you to replicate. Okay, so you can see there was no difficulty when I opened up my zipper and everything is looking all good and neat. Now we need to finish up the bottom part of our trouser. So we're going to be folding the left side on the right side. Okay, so we're going to be folding. So you're going to be folding. It's going to fold naturally. Okay, because remember that we sewed our zipper fly and everything, so we already have the folding effect already. So we're going to be folding it on the right side. That was why I said that other part, make sure that you open it up. So I didn't mean that other part is also folded and folded. Everything is going to look tacky and kind of so that is why we need to just open it up. So you go ahead and then you fold that other part and you stitch down. And because we are sewing jeans, so I'm going to be doing 2 stitches. So you can go up from that GA part, you can go up like 0.5 or 0.75, but I went up I think by 1 inch on mine. Then you stitch down. So you just stitch down. If you are doing a normal short, you don't need the double stitches compared to when you want to sew a jean like I am doing. So you're going to go ahead and do that. So you take your time and then you fold. Make sure that it is perfectly matched. Make sure it is aligned. The crotch is ending where it's supposed to end. Okay, so that's why you just take your time to just fold and make sure everything matches up. So and then that is all for our zipper fly. Look at how very simple and very easy and neat this is. So if you want to stitch, you can just stitch along that part, just that tiny stitch, just stitch to the end, and then we are done. So now we need to hold the zipper fly and the zipper sheet together so that everything is not going to be opening up and down. So you just open to the wrong side and then the bottom part like that, you just stitch your zipper sheet to your zipper fly, and then we are done. So now remember that we are sewing a short jeans short. If you haven't checked the beginning, how we cut the shorts, the jeans, how we sew the cargo pants. Then make sure you go and check the other part. So now we're going to be finishing up our short. So after fixing our zipper, the next thing is for us to join our short together. So now you're going to be folding it to the wrong side, so right side facing right side. So we need to join the back piece. So you're going to go ahead and then you stitch your back. Remember, we've already done from the front, that is where our zipper is at. So you go ahead and then you stitch for the center back of from the waist to the crotch. Then after that, you fold to the right side, and then you stitch twice as we normally do. So I've gone ahead to do that. Look at how neat this is looking so neat. Now the next thing is for us to now join the inseam. Okay, so we need to join the inseam. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be putting right side facing right side, and make sure that the crotch for the front and the back align. So make sure everything aligns. So you now stitch from the center to the other part of the leg. Then you stitch from the center to the left leg, and then to the right. Do not stitch from left leg to right leg, just stitch from center to the right leg, then from center to the to the other side of the. Then after that, you open it up and then you double stitch again, and you hem your trouser. So see you in the next